to Divinely Driven Results Show. My name is Elise Smith, Christian business strategist, and we get to empower Christian women entrepreneurs just like you to reach their sales goals by partnering with God, empowering their mindset, and utilizing biblical business strategy. Now, I want to ask you, do you have a website that is helping your business to grow? If you don't, there could be some great keys on how to build that website in a pretty easy way. But if you do, there's also some great keys on how to really amplify your website and help you to be able to grow your business in the Lord's way with that website. WordPress is one of those things that can seem a little bit intimidating. I built my first website on WordPress and I learned a lot. But our incredible guest today here, Luanda Engel, is going to help us to understand how we can have 3 keys to building your business with WordPress. So I'm excited. Luanda is here to join us today. She is a WordPress web developer, so she knows her stuff. So thanks so much for being here, Luanda. Tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
All right, thank you for having me. Like I said, I'm a WordPress web developer, and I work mainly with female business owners who have either local businesses, online businesses, but I help them with done-for-you websites um, to showcase their business, to help them to have that extra step to bring in more leads with their business, because it's so important to have all the ways that you can bring in clients, and so it's just another one of those ways that can bring in those clients. And I help them by creating the website for them, and I do that within 1 to 3 business days. And so it cuts out all the back and forth and having to wait months and months for your website. And so that's how I help them. And so I really enjoy that.
I love that. 1 to 3 business days. Like, holy cow. Sometimes it takes us months to to
Yes.
get anything done on
Mhm.
some websites. And so it just makes so much sense to work with you. And that's beautiful. How did you get started with this?
Um, I actually got started when I actually started out as a virtual assistant, and then there was a program called the Geek Pack program, and I came up. They were having a 5 day challenge, coding challenge, and she's learning to code in 5 days. I was like, I don't know, and something drew me to it, and so I did the challenge, and I loved it. I was like, I just loved how you can enter in a code, and it creates this beautiful page to your website. Something beautiful comes out of it just by entering in some letters and words and code. And so I just loved it. And so ever since doing that challenge, I've just loved creating the websites for and for businesses, to help them, and just putting all the information they provide with the photos and everything together, creating this website that showcases their business. And so that's how I
Mhm.
got started.
And what has building websites done for your clients? Like when you build a website for someone, what does that do for their business?
Oh, it it showcases their business, to even more people. Because not everyone, we have social media, Facebook and Instagram, but not everyone uses social media or always on it. So it's gonna, and once you have a website, you can put it out. It's gonna go out there to the others who are looking for your type of business and what you provide, and they're gonna find you with your website, especially if it's set up with the SEO, which is search engine optimization, and you've got those keywords in there, and they're searching for, say you're a social media manager, and they're searching for that information. You're gonna come up. They're gonna come to your website, and they're gonna see what you offer, and you could be a fit for them, and so it's going to draw you in there. And it also provides you for, because social media, there's everyone's on social media, there's all these businesses, but with your website, it's yours. And so you have this platform that you could use to showcase your business however you want, putting your branding out there and showing others this is what you do and this is how you can help them, and all the information that you can provide for them. So that's why I love it with that, with websites.
And that's exactly what can happen for us ladies, right? When we have a good website. So let's get into the 3 keys here. So what is key number 1 to helping you build your business through a WordPress website?
Okay, well, key number 1 is a user-friendly design. And so what that means is, you know, it's, it's easy and all to say, oh, you need a website and stuff, but you also need to have that. It needs to be easy for those coming across you to read, to understand. And so by user friendly, it's, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be, all the bells and whistles and all these things and just, a simple showcasing your website that and your branding, just simple design. You know, when someone comes to your website, it only takes them 1 to 2 seconds to decide if they're going to stay on that website. So you want to catch their eye the minute they come to it. And so you're going to have that, your branding, what you do. You're going to have that call to action, which is what you want them to do. So it's that user friendly design. So you want to know beforehand, before you even start creating your website, okay, this is what I want them to do when they come to my website. And you're going to start them on that journey, that path that they're going to take once they come to your website, be it from, oh, download this freebie that I have, or, oh, book a call with me, or to purchase something from my shop if that's what you have. And so you just want it simple. This is what you want them to do. Start there and then just moving along, making it simple. And so that's the most important step there. And it's going to increase engagement. So when visitors come, they're going to stay longer. They're going to look at the rest of the content that you have on your website as they see this is the main points that you have on your homepage. They're going to want to stay and find out, oh, this is interesting. They may be what I'm looking for. You're going to build that trust if it's simple, and also you're showing how professional you are. It's gonna you're gonna reach that target audience that you're reaching for. So make it, to connect with whoever you want to work with. Say you want to just work with female business owners. Say you only want to work with, maybe you're, looking for childcare providers, or, whatever specific thing that you're looking for. You want your website to connect to those that you're looking for. So it cuts out all the people that, are not your ideal clients.
Mm.
And so that's the first step to think about when you're starting your website.
Good. Yeah, that user-friendly design, like it's so important. I mean, we've been on websites before where we don't stay on them very long because it's so frustrating. You can't find what
Yeah.
you're looking for, and it's not speaking to you. And I like
Yes.
how you brought in the ideal, or what we call divine client, is having that person, go to that website and connect with them right away. Is it
Yes.
in your header? Is it in your freebie? Is it in your picture? There's so many elements to that website that can help to bring that person in, and that user-friendly design can help with that too. So I love key number one. What is key
Yes.
number two?
Okay. Key number two. Oops. I have my notes to keep me on track.
No worries.
So key number two is, sorry. So key number two is having a strong content strategy. So that's, another important step is the content that you're providing. So that can be like the images, and using videos, um, especially with like the images. So you come in, you want those images to resonate with what you're offering, your services that you provide. If you're, a social media manager, you can show, previous work that you've done, or you have graphics. So you want that to resonate in the designs and the things that you show. Videos showing you creating a content or something. You can have a little blurb of, a short video showing you creating something, or sharing a tip, things like that. So those are things that you can to break up, not just having the words on your website, but also, showing other things in there also to break it up. And that's going to keep them in there longer on there. You can have, providing FAQ, which is, frequently asked questions. So having those questions and that as a page on your website, that's gonna, especially if that's what they're looking for a certain question, and they go to that page, they're gonna see that as like, okay, wow, there's like speaking to me. So that's another thing to think about. You want your website to speak to your ideal clients. And so if you have those questions that they're looking for and they're pondering about right there on that page, That's going to be another reason for them to reach out to you. You can, like, how-to guides, tutorials, and things like that. And so, you want, and also the language is part of the your words that you use on your website, the website copy. You want it to speak for you. So using, your language. I mean, it's your website. So that's the most amazing thing about it. You can use your words and how you speak and stuff, but also showing that, okay, they know what they're talking about. And so those are things to think about when you're creating content for your website.
Yeah. And a lot of times we focus on, we always say this, that everyone's tuned into WIIFM radio, which is what's in it for me. And
Yeah.
so when we're building a website, either of our own, or, we're looking at our own website and seeing, how we can improve it, WIIFT, what's in it for them, right? Is that if someone's coming to your website, what do they want to see? Do they want to know more about you on your about page and see funny pictures of you and your husband or
Yes.
whatever, right? Or do they want to see you building content? Like, I bet Luanda has a video on her website, or something like that, about how she builds the content on her clients' websites. So what do they want to see? And that's where you can really go in for that content, because then, like you said, they'll stay on there longer.
Yeah.
If you're giving
Mhm.
them what they want to have and what they want to see, then why wouldn't they? So
Yeah.
love it. Okay, user-friendly design. Now we've got amazing content. What is key number 3?
Okay, so the last key is search engine optimization, which is SEO. And I kind of touched on that a little bit before, but this is one of those, um, it's so important because that's what's going to get even more eyes on your website is when you have that search engine. And what that is to, you know, getting you connected with Google search. So you're going to make sure you're using keywords that pertain to your business in your website. So say I'll go to a social media manager. Say you're a social media manager, so you're going to have those words. Say they're looking for Facebook content, how to create Facebook content, how to create Instagram content. You're going to have those words, throughout your website that shows that social media manager and things like that. How to, create a post, how to create, an Instagram carousel or something like that. You're going to have those words throughout your website that pertain to your business. And so they're searching for this through Google because that's how most people are searching for it. It's going to come up. And so those are things to think about too. Um, and so also that can go into like, keeping it up to date, your website up to date. That can also be a part of that. So going in and reviewing your website, making sure that it's up to date on what you provide. Say you don't offer a certain service anymore, you want to make sure that your website reflects that. Not just your social media content, your accounts, but also your website is matching all throughout everything. And so those are things that are going to catch their eye also when they're searching for it and they come upon your website. Making sure that if, all the links work, all those, all the images are showing up correctly and they're the right size, special mobile friendly, because that's like the big thing nowadays. How do most people look for stuff? It's they're on their mobile phones searching for things. And so you want to make sure that website is mobile friendly, that it comes up because it's going to look different than it does on a laptop. And so you want to make sure that it's mobile friendly, that they can review it the same as they would on a laptop. And so those are some things to think about when you're thinking about that search engine optimization or SEO. And so, yeah, making sure that it all aligns and that it's all connected. And so when they're searching for you, you're going to come up and they're going to be able to find your website part of that search engine, and that's going to lead them to you to work with you.
Yes, SEO is so important. And I think we could do a whole class and a
Yeah.
whole week-long program or year-long program just on SEO alone.
Yes.
But it is so important because people are not always going to just know to go to your website, right? Like there are things that you do in the background to be able to bring
Yes.
people in. And if they're searching on Google, which everyone searches on Google, then we
Yes.
might as well take advantage of that. So
Exactly.
would you say that it's just like in the copy, or I've heard of that when you have a picture on your website that you put in keywords like on the picture and
Yes.
everything.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's yeah, like you said, it's the copy, but it's also, yeah, the pictures. So like if it's a relevant picture, like say you have a picture of like of something you've created, it's important to have those keywords on it, which is, and that's part of that back end, in the back end of creating the website, you're going to add those, title those pictures, you want to title it. And so that's just, so like if they're searching for something, it's going to come up and they'll see it says, oh, okay, they know how to create this specific content. And so it's going to come up. Say you show a video, you want to make sure that that's titled also. And so that's adding those keywords for those images and also the videos.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she was talking about having content on the website, like having a blog or something that
Yes.
constantly has new
Mhm.
content on it helps tremendously when it comes to
Yes.
Google, because Google is always looking for the most relevant and
Mhm.
the most, up to date. And so if you have something that's, refreshing your content even every month, I think that helps a lot. So we've had a few run-ins with SEO that we've learned over the hard way over the years.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you really know what you're doing. And we just really appreciate you being here and sharing these 3 keys. Because it's focused on WordPress and that's, who you work with. Why do you choose WordPress over any other system?
Um, I love WordPress. Not only is it's a free platform because it's open source, it's a free platform to use. It's got like over 8,000 themes that you can choose from to you need a for a pet, you have a pet business, you can search in there and it comes up with so many different themes that you can find that you need. It's got over like 59,000 plugins, which are the things that help you connect your services like your calendar to your website and things like that to choose from. So, if you, whatever plugin you think of, it probably has it on WordPress. They're always updating and they're always, enhancing the plugins, the themes, and things like that. Um, and those are just some of the things that the big thing I like it doesn't cost. There's no, price on it. So that's going to help a lot. And, all the thing that you would have to worry about is your hosting and your domain name, which those cost. But like as far as like the WordPress itself, it's free. It's got the themes to choose from, and you don't have to worry about bringing your own theme if you don't want to, and the plugins to choose from, which those are important, adding that extra help to your website.
Awesome. Yeah. And I feel like it really meets you at any level that you're at,
It
right?
does.
Like
Hmm.
you can do just the basic stuff on your own, or you can learn code and go all crazy, like I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
nice. Yeah, you can do a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Lawanda, thank you so much for being on the show today. These are great keys for us to keep in mind, whether we're building a website or whether we're looking at optimizing the one that we have right now. It's important for us to meet people where they're at. That's one thing that we see over and over again with Jesus in the scriptures is he meets people where they're at. And if we are not on the light on the hill, like he talks about, then how are people going to know us? And a great way to do that is with a website. So this has been golden. Thank you so much. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, work with you, learn more about you, where can they go?
Um, they can learn more about me. Actually, I have a Facebook group. They're welcome to come and join. I share tips about using WordPress a lot, but it can be helpful for any website platform that you use. But I do weekly trainings on there, also about different things that'll help with your website. And so they're welcome to come. It's called Female Business Owners Community, WordPress website design, hosting, and leads. And so they can join me there, and also they can find me on my business page, which is just my name, and they can contact me there also.
Great. And we'll make sure to include those links as well to make it super easy. So get in touch with her if you have any questions or if you want to learn more about it for sure. And if you want to grow your business in the Lord's way instead of the world's way and keep learning amazing things like this, then make sure you are part of our Facebook group called Faithful Ladypreneurs. So we'd love to have you join our community, connect with other Christian women entrepreneurs who are doing the same thing as you. And also you can advertise your business on Saturday's comment thread. So thank you you once again, Lawanda. You've been amazing. And I hope you guys go check out both Facebook groups. Come join us. We want to serve you the best way possible. Let's get that message out there that God is calling you to serve. We'll see you next time on Divinely Driven Results.